Alrighty. Okay. All right, we got blocks, we got straps, we got our mat.
You got a kiki.
I got a kiki. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Hamstrings, quads. Okay. All right. Oh, thank you for your artwork. Onto our back. Oh my goodness. All right, onto our back. And warming up just warming up for whatever this long weekend is. I don't know about you, but long weekends are it just means we gotta figure out what to do with her for 2 days. All right, hug the right knee into the chest, extend the left leg out long. Extend the right leg up towards the sky. Well, actually, you know what? Have a strap near you. We'll do strap today. Take the strap. We'll take the strap.
What?
Press the heel into the strap. We're gonna imagine you're pushing the heel down, but you're not gonna move, right? The heel's gonna push the heel this way. Draw the toes towards your nose. Extend the left leg out long. So really use this. What is this hip? This left hip. The left heel. Really press it and stamp it in the wall over there. So long, yeah. Like you're trying to reach the left heel forward as you pull the right toes towards your nose. Bend the knee and hug, hug, hug. So we're really firing up the hamstrings and warming up the hamstrings before before trying to stretch them. So squeeze, 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 and now extend. Extend. And keep reaching the left heel towards the front wall and the right heel up towards the sky. Now involve the low belly, so between the belly button and the pelvic bone, to really press down and engage as you pull the right toes towards your nose. And release, release, release. Hug the right knee into the chest. And kind of circle out the hip joint, the hip socket. And the right leg goes back up towards the sky. Now we use the strength of the quad and release. Take the hands overhead. Press the left heel forward, right toes towards your nose and hold. Kick the right toes towards your nose. Your quad's gonna fire up straight, right, both legs straight, and keep kicking the toes towards your nose. Use your low belly. Press the low back into the mat and release. And shake it out. Ooh. Hug the left knee into the chest. Oh, extend the right heel towards the wall in front of you and really lengthen. So find length. So you're opening up the front right hip flexor. Left leg comes up towards the sky. Maybe warm it up, bend and straight, bend and straight. Take the strap. Pull the left hip down. So the left hip goes towards the wall. Press the left heel down towards the ground. So activate. So as if you're like trying to squish a big yoga ball with your left heel down. You're not going to move it, but you're going to engage. That'll engage your, what is that? The quad, basically the whole left leg. It'll really engage your quads as you try to squish a big ball. So keep reaching your right heel towards the wall. Keep squishing, activating your quads, like you're playing tug of war with the strap. For 3, 2, 1, and pull the left toes towards your nose now. You can use the strength of your quad, your hip flexor, and your left oblique, and low core to pull the left toes towards your nose. Bend, squeeze the hamstrings. So full activation of the hamstrings, because that's what we're stretching. And now straighten out the left leg, toes towards your nose. In 3, 2, and 1, and release. Clasp behind the left leg. Tice the arms overhead and kick the toes towards your nose. So now you really have to use your quads. You're going to feel the burn in your quads, because it's the strength of the quads that is kicking your toes towards your nose. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Oh. Whoa. Okay. All right, we'll warm up a little bit with the onto all fours. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Cat-cow out the spine here. So anterior pelvic tilt, tip the soup bowl, posterior pelvic tilt. Bend the knees, sink the hips way back. Exhale, straighten them out, anterior pelvic tilt, tip the soup bowl. Bend the knees, posterior pelvic tilt, so opposite direction, scaredy dog. And straighten out the legs, anterior pelvic tilt, tip the soup bowl. Posterior pelvic tilt, bend the knees. Straighten out the legs, dump the soup out, anterior pelvic tilt. Posterior pelvic tilt, bend the knees. Dump the soup bowl. Straighten out the legs. Inhaling, right leg comes up towards the sky. Swing it way forward, runner's lunge. Back foot to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhaling all the way back up, floating arms up towards the sky. And close the pose. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive it forward. Inhaling halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back, high plank. Lower down. Inhaling cobra. Exhale, come into all fours, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhaling, left leg comes up towards the sky, swing it way forward, runner's lunge. Back foot to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhaling all the way back up, floating arms up towards the sky, and close the pose. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhaling halfway up, exhale, plant the hands, step it back, high plank. Lower down, inhale. Low cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, press it back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, right leg comes up towards the sky. Swing it way forward, runner's lunge. Back foot to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhaling, coming back up. And close the pose. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive it forward. Inhaling halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back, high plank. Lower down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhaling, right leg comes up towards the sky, swing it way forward, runner's lunge, drop the back knee down, low lunge, reach forward, up and back. Oh. Open up the chest, cactus arms. Send the elbows back behind you. Inhale, tall. Exhale, open, like you're opening up some curtains. Inhale. Exhale, pull the curtains open, cactus arms. Inhale, open. Exhale, open. Windmill the hands down, left hand down, right arm goes up towards the sky, gentle twist. Gentle twist. Big arm circle for 3, 2, and 1. Lower the right hand down. Pop the back knee off the mat. Back foot to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale. And close the pose. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive it forward.
Hi, Mom.
Inhaling halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back, high plank, high kiona, lower down. Inhale. Cobra. Come into all fours, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhaling, left leg comes up towards the sky. What?
Teach parrot, Mama.
I will, honey. Left foot in between the hands, runner's lunge. Thank you. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, low lunge. Forward, up, and back.
Says forward, gone, one,
Cactus pose.
parrot,
Open.
parrot, pose, gone, bear.
Inhale.
Bounce, carrot, bone, bounce, dog, dog.
Open. Inhale. Exhale. Ow, honey. Ow, ow, you can't step on my calf like that. Inhale. Yes, I see your book, honey. Open.
Well, the book says teach Aaron the bear,
Right hand down.
doggy bear.
Gentle twist, big backstroke. 3, 2, 1. Lower the left hand down, pop the back knee off the mat, back foot to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale. All the way up. Exhale, open, back bend. Inhale. Swan dive it forward. Inhaling halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Lower down, inhaling. Up dog, exhale, tuck the toes, press it back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, right leg comes up towards the sky, swing it way forward, runner's lunge. Drop the back knee down, inhale. Low lunge, open. Inhale. Right hand clasp, left wrist, side bend over to the right.
Mom,
Yes, dear.
your hair is dangling in your eye.
It is dangling in my eye.
Mommy.
For 3, 2,
Ba, 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 ba,
and
ba,
1. Inhale. Windmill the hands down. Pop the back knee off the mat. Back foot to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Interlace the fingers. Press the palms up towards the sky. Squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. Lift the chest. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come all the way back up. Hands behind the head, elbows wide. Lift the chest.
Okay.
And close the pose. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive it forward. Inhaling halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands. Step it back.
Forward pose.
Lower down. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes. Press it back. Downward facing dog. That's my butt. Where are we? Inhaling, left leg comes up towards the sky. Swing it way forward, runner's lunge. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, forward, up and back. Left hand, clasp right wrist, side bend over to the left. Inhale, tall. Exhale, go deeper. Inhale. Exhale. Windmill the hands down. Pop the back knee off the mat. Back foot to the top of the mat, half chair. Half chair. Interlace the fingers, press the palms, flat back, drop the shoulders, lift the hips, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, chair. Lift the chest, squeeze. Squeeze the sit bones, squeeze the ankles, squeeze the inner thighs. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, tall. Hands behind the head. Press the chest forward, elbows back. Reach, interlace the fingers, reach the arms behind you, and keep lifting. Lift, lift, lift. Use your core to neutralize the spine and close the pose. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhaling halfway up. Exhale. Thank you for the rose petal showers, Kim. Let the hands down, step it back. High plank, lower down. Inhaling, up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, press it back. Downward facing dog. And a couple of deep breaths here. Inhaling, right leg comes up to the sky. Oh, swing it way forward, runner's lunge. Come on up to crescent. Inhale. Arms up towards the sky. Right hand onto the thigh. Left hand lifts up and back. Up and back. Up and back. For 3, keep tossing your left arm back. 2 and 1. Inhale tall. We'll take the twist over to the right. So crescent lunge twist to the outside of the right thigh. Pry the arms apart. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Kiana, can you hand me a block? Can you hand me one of the gray blocks, please? May I please have a block? Why, thank you, honey. All right, revolved half moon. Take the right or take the left hand. Shift the weight forward. Thank you, hon. Shift the weight forward. Left hand down. Shift the weight forward. Revolved half moon. Float the left leg and the right arm off the mat.
Carefully.
Oh. Reach the right arm overhead. You can find the wall if you want with the right hand and twist your rib cage up towards the sky. The right rib cage up, rotating your right rib cage. Lower the hands down, lower the right hand down. Standing split. Both hands down. Right leg straight, left leg goes up towards the sky. And use the strength of your core and your fingers to get your forehead closer to your right knee. So compress and really engage through your right, what is that, right hip flexor. Bend the right knee, come on down to runner's lunge. Plant the hands down, step back, high plank, lower down. Inhale, up dog, exhale. Touch the toes, press it back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, right leg comes up towards the sky, swing it way. Find the length from your right pinky to your right toe. And find the length. Right foot in between the hands, runner's lunge. Back foot to the top of the mat, forward fold, half chair. Interlace the fingers, palms, pressing towards the wall in front of you. Flat back. Inhaling all the way back up. Hands behind the head, press the elbows back, lift the chest up towards the sky. And close the pose. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive it forward. Inhaling halfway up. Exhale. Plant the hands down, step it back, high plank, lower down. Inhaling, up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, press it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg comes up towards the sky. Swing it way forward, runner's lunge. Come on up, crescent lunge. Left hand onto your left thigh. Toss the right arm up and back. Up, back. That's not very nice to throw pillows at mommy. Up and toss back. Up and toss back. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Twist, crescent lunge twist. So take it to the outside of the left leg. Pull the belly button in, pry the arms apart. Reach, find length in your left rib cage. Left arm overhead. Twist, breathe, twist, breathe, twist. For 4, 3, squeeze your inner thighs together. 2, 1, revolved half moon, shift the weight forward, grab a block. Right hand onto the block. Twist from your belly. Left arm up and over, reaches for the front wall. And twist your ribcage open. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hands down, standing split. Standing split. Left leg straight. Right leg lifts using your core. And use the hands to press your belly button towards your thigh. Left rib cage towards the left thigh, lifting your right leg up towards the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down to runner's lunge. Down to runner's lunge. Step it back, high plank. Lower down, take your vinyas. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, press it back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, left leg comes up towards the sky, swing it way forward, runner's lunge. Back foot to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhaling all the way back up, floating up towards the sky. And close the pose. Inhale, side bend over to the right. So we'll go right hand clasp left wrist, side bend over to the right, rotate ribcage up towards the sky, and go deeper. Stomp your left foot down and find length. Inhale, back to center, other side. Left wrist, left hand finds right wrist, side bend over to the left. Reach up and over, open up the ribcage up towards the sky, stomp your right foot down. And come back to center, close the pose. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive it forward. Inhaling halfway up, exhale, plant the hands, step it back, high plank. Lower down, inhaling up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhaling, right leg comes up towards the sky, swing it way forward, runner's lunge, drop the back knee down, low lunge, inhale. Forward, up and back. Open the chest. You should be able to go deeper now in your low lunge. Shift the hips back, Hanuman. So grab 2 blocks. So you need 1 block on each side. Here, you can do this with me too, Kiona. So half Hanuman. Stack your hips over your knee. Ow. Straighten out the right leg. Reach. So anterior pelvic tilt. So tip the soup bowl forward. Flexing through the right toes. Activate the quad. Activate the quad. No lazy quad. See? Lazy quad, active quad. Lazy quad, active quad. See that? Lazy quad, active quad. So pull the right hip back. Reach your collarbone forward, flex the right toes. Take the blocks, come forward.
There's a feather on your hair.
I know, runner's lunge. Chest forward, let's shift the hips back, come back into Hanuman. Pull the right hip back, active quad. So instead of rounding your back here, we want to press, we want to press our collarbone forward. Why don't you go find daddy or baby bro? Why? So that you can let mommy teach. Okay? Because you're being disruptive, Fiona. Fiona, that's not very nice. Do you want to have afternoon tea or not today?
Yeah.
Okay, well then go inside. Good.
Not very nice.
Okay. Forward into low lunge. Inhale. Take the, let's see, take lizard. So take the right foot out to the side, out to the right, and come down for lizard. Come to the outside edge of your right foot. Drop your right knee out to the side. Maybe take the twist to the right, using your right hand to help encouraging opening of that right hip bone. So you take your right hand into the inner thigh, closest to the hip socket, and kind of rotate and encourage opening. And inhale and come back to center. Shift the hips back into half Hanuman. Take your blocks. Press the chest forward, collarbone forward, flat back. Drag the right heel backwards, like you're trying to drag it behind you. You're not going to go anywhere, but you're going to drag it behind you. That's going to engage your quads and get a deeper stretch in your hamstrings as you reach your collarbone forward, flat back. Inhaling, coming back up, plant the hands down, step it back, high plank. Lower down, inhaling, up dog, exhale, tuck the toes, press it back, downward facing dog. Notice the difference in your right hamstring versus the left hamstring. If your right leg feels a little bit more open, inhaling, left leg comes up towards the sky. Swing the way forward, runner's lunge, drop the back knee down, low lunge. Forward, up and back. Open, open, open. Inhale. Shift the hips back, half Hanuman. So flexing through the left toes. Yeah, flexing through the left toes. My hip is over my right knee. I'm dragging my left heel backwards, active through this quad. Active through this quad. The dragging will help activate your quad. From your low belly, from the low belly here, find chest presses forward, flat back. So pressing the chest forward, flat back, and press with your low belly. So this is hip flexor on the left side and your low belly, bringing the rib cage down to your thigh bone. So keep dragging, keep reaching. For 3, 2, 1, come forward. Lizard, come onto the inside of the foot, outside edge of the left foot. Come down onto lizard. This is working on the inner thigh. Take the twist. Right hand down, left arm goes up towards the sky, or left hand to the inside, of the left thigh to encourage opening and rotating of the thigh bone. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come back into Hanuman. Left leg straight, flexing through the toes, drag the heel back, pull. So left hip pulls back, dragging that left heel back. Collarbone reaches forward, flat back. Anterior pelvic tilt. Add the anterior pelvic tilt. Firing up the quad, engaging through your left oblique, compressing, bringing your left rib cage to your left thigh bone. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Come back, wiggle the hands down, step it back. High plank. Lower down, take your vinyasa. Inhaling, up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, press it back. Downward facing dog. Breathing here. Driving your heels down towards the mat. Anterior pelvic tilt. Tip the supple forward. Lift your tailbone up towards the sky. Inhale, left leg comes up towards the sky. Find length between your left pinky and your left big toe. Left foot in between the hands, runner's lunge. Back foot to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhaling all the way back up, floating arms up towards the sky. And close the pose. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive it forward. Inhaling halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back, high plank. Lower down. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, press it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg comes up towards the sky. Take your left hand off the mat to the side to a wide-legged, one-legged dog. A wide dog, one-legged. Keep lifting that right leg up higher, straight right leg for 4. Pulse at 3, 2, and 1. Right foot in between the hands, runner's lunge. Come on up into pyramid pose. Pyramid pose. Take the 2 blocks on the tall side, flat back. So pull the right hip back, straight right leg. Straight right leg. So you're getting into the hamstring. Deeper now. Pull the right hip back, flat back. Collarbone reaches forward. So the same thing that we were doing in the half Hanuman. Collarbone reaches forward. Drag the right hip and the right foot backwards. Strong right leg, engaging through the right quad, compressing through the low belly and the right hip flexor to bring your rib cage closer to your right thigh bone. As you pull the right hip back, drag the right leg back, strong and straight, both legs. And reach the collarbone forward. Anterior pelvic tilt. Dump the soup out. For 3, 2, and 1. Bend the right knee. Shift the weight forward. Take the block in the right hand. Tall side of the block. Shift the weight forward. Half moon variation. Take the left arm up towards the sky, half moon. Now keep reaching the left hand towards the front wall. Find length between your left hand and your left big toe. Now keep reaching, keep reaching, keep reaching until the left hand finds the right wrist. Keep lifting that left leg. Keep reaching the left toes towards the back wall. So you're gonna find a lot of length on your left side body. So keep twisting underneath your left arm. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the right knee, lower the left leg down and land in warrior 1. Bend the right knee and reach the arms up towards the sky. Pull the right hip back. Pull the right hip back. Bend the right knee, pull the right hip back. Close the rib cage. And breathe. Press down on your left pinky toe. Anchor it to the mat. Bend deeper, right knee bends deeper. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Windmill the hands down to runner's lunge. Step it back, high plank. Take your vinyasa, inhaling up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, press it back. Downward facing dog. Inhaling, left leg comes up towards the sky, swing it way forward, runner's lunge. Grab your 2 blocks, come on up, pyramid pose. Pop the back right foot in closer, strap both legs straight. Both legs straight. Pull the left hip back. Drag the left hip and the left foot back. Collarbone reaches forward, flat back, anterior pelvic tilt, dump the supple. Engage in your low belly. Engage in your low belly. Wag the tail towards the right. Strong and straight left leg. Both legs straight. Pull the left hip back. Use your low belly to compress and bring your left rib cage towards your left thigh, but keep reaching forward. So not opposite of rounded back. Press anterior pelvic tilt. Reach the collarbone forward. Yes. More forward. Nice, Anjali. The more you reach your collarbone forward, the more you're going to feel this stretch in the back of your left hamstring. Bend the left knee, shift the weight forward, take the block in the left hand, half moon, left hand down, float the right leg and the right arm up towards the sky, right arm reaches towards the front wall, both legs straight. So active and find length on your right side. Send the right foot behind you, right hand finds the left wrist, peekaboo underneath your right arm. So keep twisting underneath your right arm and keep lifting that right leg. So you're gonna find a stretch on the right side body and twist, keep twisting. Right rib cage goes up towards the sky. Strong right leg. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Land in warrior 1. Bend the left knee. Land in warrior 1. Inhale tall. Left hip goes back. Right hip goes forward. Bend deeper. Anchor the right pinky toe. Really press down on the outside edge of that right foot. Keep pulling that right hip back. Right rib cage forward. Left hip back. Right rib cage forward. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wheel the hands down, step it back, high plank. Lower down, inhaling up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, press it back. Downward facing dog, anterior pelvic tilt, dump the supple. Inhaling, left leg comes up towards the sky. Find the length, this newfound length. Left foot in between your hands, runner's lunge. Back foot to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhaling, coming all the way back up, floating arms up towards the sky. And close the pose. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhaling halfway up, exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Lower down. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, press it back, downward facing dog. Right leg comes up towards the sky, swing it right forward, runner's lunge. Drop the back heel down, warrior one. Inhale, forward, up and back. Right foot pulls back. Right hip pulls back. So imagine you're dragging your right foot back. That's going to give you a different sensation in the right leg. As you drag the right foot back behind you, send your left hip forward so you have this kind of action in your legs. Nice, Uday, that looks super strong. Your leg looks super, super strong. Nice. Anchor your left pinky toe into the mat. Pull the right leg back, right foot back. Interlace the hands behind you. Open up the chest. Sink deeper. Shift the weight forward. Come forward, keeping your right leg bent. Reaching the left leg up towards the sky. Straighten the right leg. Release the hands, standing split. Shift the weight to the front part of the right foot. Use your hands to find compression, bringing your right thigh bone to your right rib cage to your right thigh bone. So use the strength of your hands to push forward to get your rib cage closer to your thigh bone. Bend the right knee and land. Find a slidey thing, so a towel. We're going to go into Hanumanasana, full Hanumanasana. If I can find my towel. Let's use a shirt. So come on down, drop the left knee down. You're in 2 blocks. Right heel onto something that slides. If you're on carpet, a paper plate works also really well, or not, or just slide into full Hanumanasana. So super useful. Where's my third block? I used to have a third block running from somewhere. It's super useful. If you have a third block, you have 2 blocks, 1 for each of your hands, and or you can stick your third block underneath the sit bone, whichever way it will go. Here we go. I don't know, somewhere. And just hang out in your Hanumanasana. And breathe. Nice and tall. And just let hamstring, hip flexor opening. You have to have both for Hanumanasana. 1 on each leg. It's going to take like 20 breaths before your muscles just even release. And slowly, come out of Hanumanasana. And sit it back, child pose. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. In your down dog. Anterior pelvic tilt, dump the soup bowl, lift the tailbone, get deeper into your down dog. Inhaling, left leg comes up towards the sky. Find length, take the right arm out off the mat onto the floor, twist. Lift the left leg up higher, find length. Left foot in between the hands. Warrior one. So warrior one, we can go deeper into our warrior one. The left leg is pulling back, dragging the left hip back. The left foot is pulling back on the mat. Our right foot, our right pinky toe is anchored into the ground. Inhale tall, pressing the right rib cage forward, left rib cage back. Strong right leg, straight and strong right leg. Really stomp that right foot into the ground, especially onto the outside pinky toe. Bend the left knee deeper. For 5. Everyone's looking super strong. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Interlace the hands behind you. Roll the shoulders open. Shift the weight forward. Keep the left foot bent. Float the right leg off the mat. Release the hands, standing split. So use the strength of the hands to push. Push forward. Shift the weight to the front part of the foot to get the left rib cage closer to the left thigh. Strong, straight legs. Anterior pelvic tilt. Lower the right leg down, drop the back knee down, come into Hanumanasana, full Hanumanasana onto the left side. Full Hanumanasana onto the left side. So perhaps you find something to slide on. Anterior pelvic tilt. It's going to take like 15 breaths before your muscles just allow, just even starting to release. And breathe. And breathe. Inhale and slowly come out from Hanumanasana and come into child's pose. Inhale and come on back up. All right. So a lot of the, the Hanumanasana and forward fold requires a lot of the anterior, right? The anterior pelvic tilt, but then also we've been focusing a lot on getting the sternum forward. And that has to do with the strength of your upper back right here in between the shoulder blades. Also in our down dog, we're also, using the strength of our upper back to get deeper into our down dog. So I think y'all are near a wall. So we're gonna do, we'll use the wall. And Kiki calls it bear. So I didn't even tell her what I was gonna teach today. So she was like thinking the exact same thing that I was. I don't think it's called bear, but we're gonna do a pike, or kind of L stand, but a variation of L stand. It's a pike squats on the wall. So we'll go ahead and sit with our back against the wall to measure where our feet is. And that's where our hands will go. You might need to adjust as we go. So we're gonna do L stand up the wall here, squat. So I'm using my hands to push. So this is my delts, this is my upper back. I'm pushing, there's a lot pushing away from the wall. And as I straighten, anterior pelvic tilt, and I'm keeping pushing on the wall, or pushing away from the wall. My hands are pushing away from the wall. Squat. And I keep pushing, pushing, pushing as I straighten. Okay, so we'll do 5 of those. How we doing? You doing okay? So you don't want, so yeah, your feet are hip height. So Anjali, drop your feet just a little bit lower. Perfect. Squat. And as you squat and bring your bum to your feet, squat more, bum to feet. More bum to feet, bend your knees. Squat and then straighten your legs. And it's good. Yeah. Yes, that looks really good. And it feels really hard, doesn't it? Okay, squat. Squat. Bring your here. Let me see if I can camera over this way so you guys can see. And it's gonna feel super weird. It took me, I don't know, a month or so to figure out what the heck these were. Yeah? So here I'm squatting here. So I'm pushing, 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 and my bum is really close to the wall. And then straightening the legs so I'm into an L stand. I'm squatting, my bum is super close to the wall. I'm keeping myself there because I'm pushing. My hands are pushing away from the wall and straightening. Yeah, that's it. Bend more, Anjali. That's it, squat. Yeah, now straighten, go slow and straighten and push. Yeah, that's it. And if you can only do one and it's super hard, then we found the muscles, right, Charlie? We found the muscle. That's all. Remember, all we're trying to do is find that muscle. All we're trying to do. That looks really good. Was that hard? That was hard, huh? These are our Bakasana muscles. Ha ha.
Are you supposed to tippy toe? Like, is it okay that your heels lift when you're squatting?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But the main point is that it's a lot of strength. You should feel that it's a lot of strength in your upper back, right? Do you feel that? You guys feel it in the, yeah. So it took me like a month or two to kind of understand like what was going on with this. So if it feels really foreign and really strange, that's okay, because that's to be expected. Excuse me. Oh, let me get these cords. I don't get these cords. Put that here. Okay. All right. So that's just to kind of bring some awareness and bring some awakening to the muscles. Really, that's the deltoids and then the upper back muscles. Because we'll come into a Malasana squat. Because open up through the knees and press through the chest and open. Those are going to help you in your arm balances and in our Bakasana and in our crow, which is what we're going to try right now. Okay, so just basic crow. Nothing fancy, just our normal crow. Right, heels up high. And press your chest forward. Find those same upper back muscles that we just awoken. Nice. Can you reach your collarbone more forward? Since we've been doing that all day today. Now add the hamstrings. Hamstrings kick your ankles to your sit bones. Nice. Engage your hamstrings to your sit bones. You can try that again, or we can move on to our asymmetrical one knee Bakasana. You can start with your training wheel, which is your block in between your feet. Shifting the weight forward. Foot onto the block. Ooh. Yes, Kiona.
Why are you standing with your foot hanging off?
So asymmetrical crow. We taught bear already. We're going to do bear again in a second. Hi. Oh, big hug. Oh, I love you, Kiona.
Mommy,
Yes,
can
dear.
I teach?
No, when I'm done. You can help me teach bear in a second. We're teaching crow right now. I'm teaching crow.
I want to teach Bible.
At the end of class. And if you haven't yet, try the other side. Kiona, do you want tea? You want afternoon tea today or not? Okay, and I got ice cream. Okay, stop, honey. We're going to do crow. You want to do crow with Mama?
I want but the crow and bear if you just really let me do bear.
Okay, you do bear.
Maybe I'll get block.
Okay, here, have this. You can take the other bit of the block.
Hands down, lips feet up, head tucked in. Hold for 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Foot down. Inhale up, twist it back. Arms up, back stretch, parrot pose.
She's going to be a yoga teacher one day. All right, if you haven't already done so, you are a yoga teacher. If you haven't already done so, do a crow on the other side. Or maybe you don't need the block. Maybe you try one knee crow with the other knee into your heart center without the block, and try that. Want to try this with me, Kiana? It's like a flying birdie. It's a flying birdie. Oh, I can't do it on that side. Okay, all right, now back to bear. Come on, Kiana, let's do bear on the wall. You do bear on the couch, I want to do bear on the wall.
I want to do it on the wall.
Okay, you can do bear on the wall with me. All right? I know your feet are dirty.
And I'm
So we're gonna do squats on the wall. So find your place. You might need to adjust a little bit. Okay, you teach flamingo. I'm gonna teach bear squat on the wall.
I'm
We're gonna
gonna
find-
teach one horse, flamingo, two parrot, one dog.
So yeah, the balls of my feet are on the wall.
One
I'm
flamingo,
pushing. I'm using my shoulders to push, my upper back to push. And as I'm straightening, I'm continuing to push. So I'm straightening, pushing with my shoulders, pushing with my shoulders, pushing with my shoulders, and squat. So I'm pushing with my shoulders, I'm pushing with my shoulders, I'm pushing with my shoulders, and squat.
And on down, we go.
You gonna do bear with me? And push with the shoulders, push, 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 push.
Flower shower
And squat.
and mott. Oh, ah!
Okay, get off my hands, boo-boo. Let go of mommy's hands. So you should feel it in the delts, in the serratus, in the upper back. Okay. All right, we did our splits. We did our strengthening. Okay, come on, boo-boo. All right, come back into all fours, tuck the toes, lift the hips,
Wow!
downward facing. That's a very good lion pose, Kiana.
This is dinosaur.
Dinosaur, that's very good dinosaur. And downward facing dog. Oh, inhaling, right leg comes up towards the sky. Bring the knee into the chest. Come on down, have a seat.
Ow!
We're gonna do gate pose. Want to do gate pose? Let's do gate pose.
Let's
We're
do
gonna do gate
princess.
pose. We're gonna do gate pose. So our right knee is down. Our left leg is out to the side. We're doing supported gate pose. Inhale, up and over. That is a very nice princess pose. Right hand down. Left arm lifts. Here. There we go. Inhale. So this side body should feel really stretched out from today.
Mommy, you're supposed to be teaching flamingo.
Can you show me flamingo, Kiana? In. Down, open.
I will teach
Open,
flamingo.
open. And come down and have a seat. Now, you can take Parigasana with the foot in.
Put out.
Or-
Oh, wow.
If it's
Flat
available
down.
to you, you can have it out.
If you mention the phone, I will be
From here, twist, twist, twist to the inside of the leg. So this is my left leg, my left arm reaches forward, right arm reaches over. But I'm continuing to twist and rotate. Trying to sink this right, trying to sink this right hip. Honey, that hurts my mommy's neck. Stop it, Kiana. Or no tea, no movie today. Okay, no tea, no movie today. Come on, honey. Stop that. Reach towards your toes. So keep anchoring your right hip down. Keep reaching with your right hand. It's going to be a long 3-day weekend. I hate holidays. Means no school and no childcare. Oh. And twist, twist, twist. And look, here's the third child. If you want to, you can add. This left hand finds the right ankle underneath. And twist. And keep anchoring that right hip down. You're going to feel this stretch in your QL, your back on your right side. You're going to feel like so much longer by the time class is over today. And release. Release, release. Bring the knee in. We'll come to the other side for a gate pose. Right leg out to the side. Inhale. Up and over. Open, open, open. This side should feel longer. And reach towards the toes. Reach away from the toes. Anchor, press your left knee down. Lift up and over. Up and away. This side should feel longer. And come down and have a seat. You can have your left knee in, or you can have it behind you. Parigasana, deep pose. The key is to have, this side is tighter for me. The key is to have the rib cage to the inside of the thigh. You're using your right elbow against your right thigh to twist and rotate. This right hand reaches forward, twist, forward, twist, forward, twist. Left arm goes up and over. And sink your left sit bone out towards the mat. And keep rotating. Left rib cage up towards the sky. Can you press? Can you smash underneath your right kneecap? Activating this right leg, which activates the quad. So the more you really press this leg down, actually the deeper the twist, because your quad's working, bringing your right, your right thigh to your right rib cage to your right thigh as you twist. Right hand can find the left ankle if you want to. Breathing here, keep twisting. Your body's probably just about starting to open right about here. And slowly down up. And wide-legged seated angle pose. So the muscles that we found or began to befriend while we were doing what Kiki calls bear pose or bear squats on the wall, those are the same that helps us in this seated position lift. Anterior pelvic tilt, smashing the knees down, reaching forward, carefully not to round. We're lifting and pressing forward, lifting and pressing forward. It's those hip flexor muscles, quads that are bringing our rib cage closer to the floor. Quads, hip flexors. Quads and hip flexor strength to get us to more increased flexibility and more range of motion here. So those upper back muscles, keep reaching the collarbone forward using those upper back muscles. And release, release, release. Whew. All right, let's go ahead and take it onto our back. Oh, tossing our arms overhead. We've done a lot of compression here of our hip flexors, so let's open them up. Knees together, feet as wide as the mat. You're going to slowly drop your knees over to the right and left, stretching out the front of those hip flexors that we've been compressing all through class today. Take an extra moment here when you get to the bottom to use this right foot, the inside edge of the right foot, to press the right knee down, which will get that extra stretch on the front of the right hip flexor. And then go to the other side. Press the left knee down with the inside of the left foot. Drop the knees over to the left. Sweep the right arm, big circle up and over, opening up the chest. Pressing the right knee down towards the mat. Inhale. Other side. Sweep the left arm up and over. Press the left knee down, open up to the chest. Sweep right arm, left knee down, or knees to the left, right knee down. Knees to the right, sweep left arm, left knee down. And sweep. You can take bridge pose. Tuck the tailbone, lift the hips. Squeezing our thighs towards each other. And lower down. Tuck the tailbone, lift the hips. Squeeze. And lower down. If you want to take wheel, you can take wheel. Wheel should be easy, might be easier today since we have opened up the front and back of the legs today. And if you want to do one more round of wheel, and lift, pressing the chest towards your hands, like where that wall is towards your hands. So Uday, press your chest towards where your eyeballs are looking, towards that wall. So using that upper back strength that we found doing bear squats on the wall to press our chest. There you go. Oh, where is my strap? All right, And hug the right knee into the chest. Extend the right leg up, long up towards the sky. Take the right foot either with your hand or with a strap. We're going to take it out to the side. More of a passive stretch than from the beginning of class today. Anchoring your left hip down. Taking your right leg out to the side. Lean back up. And passive stretch with the strap. Sealing in the space and the length that you've created in class. Notice if your right leg feels a little bit more open, since we've worked on the hamstring and the quads and the hip flexors today. Take it across your body. Giving your outer right glute a stretch. And inhale back up to center.
Mommy,
Yes, dear.
how much longer?
10 more minutes, babe. And then other foot. Extend the right leg out. Stop whining, Fiona. I'm not putting the line in. We'll be done in 10 minutes, sweetie.
Mama.
Yes, you can have more time, but you gotta let me finish. And notice how much more mobility is in your left leg. Take your left leg out to the side. Anchoring your right hip down. Have you had breakfast? Do you want a snack? You can go and take a walk and pick flowers after class. Okay? What would you like to do, Kiana? Take your left leg over to this other side? Hey, that hurts mommy. It could hurt mommy really badly. Okay. And bring it back to center. What do you want? You can, after mommy's done, okay? After mommy's done, you can go pick flowers. And then draw your left leg in and see how much more range of motion you have now. Don't pull that. How much further it goes. And release. Lower down, lower the legs down, toss the arms overhead. So a nice big stretch. Lower the arms down by your side. Inhaling in through the nose. Open up the mouth wide. Exhale.
Mama!
Inhale. Lion's breath. Stick out your tongue. Exhale.
Stop it!
Inhale. Stick out your tongue. Open up your mouth. Expect it.
Stop it.
Inhale into the low belly. Exhale.
Ow! Ow!
What? Rolling up into one side, pressing yourself up to seated. Stop going pillow here. Okay, we're not going to go into clouds here.
Yes, we are.
Then sit. And sit. Remember how we did in dance class, how we blew the balloon and make it bigger? Yeah, we're going to inhale. Exhale. You want to help me teach this part, Kiana? You want to help me teach how we blow the balloon? Inhaling, arms up overhead, clasping palms together, drawing them down to heart center, down forward, namaste.